Live? We're live? Hello! Welcome to the Future Comedy Show podcast, episode number 9, with the one, the only, the fantastic David Wellfare. How you doing, David?
Dude, I'm doing good. How are you doing, man? Thanks for having me, man. I like doing this podcast stuff. Episode number 9. It took too long to get here, but it's nice being here.
Yeah, I mean, 9. I mean, you wanted to be number 3, but you were 9, and it's fine. And we're glad to have you.
Honestly, it doesn't matter what number I am. I'm just happy to be here because it takes me back to my roots, being on mic, everything, talking with somebody. So, dude, I like this. I like this. It's fun.
And today, today we're promoting our show. Actually, did you get his phone? Actually, grab Dave's phone. Unlock that.
Unlock that.
Boom, boom. Oh, Maggie Zimmerman's watching. What's up, everybody? We're here live with David Wellfare. Tonight at Bottoms Up at 8 o'clock, David Wellfare will be headlining, and today is his 6-year comedy anniversary. So give it up for Dave. Throw a like out there. Throw some love at Dave. He's been doing comedy for 6 years. He's been very successful at it. You were one of the first comedians to really kind of take me under your wing and give me some advice. What are you most proud of in your 6 years?
Did a lot, man. I really enjoyed getting my start over at Connections Comedy Club in Lansing. I had been going there since, actually, I was in high school. My student teacher, my junior year in science class, worked improv group up there, Mixed Vegetables, and he used to give me tickets before I was 18, and where they put big old X's, and I'd sit in the back and everything, and I couldn't do anything, but I watched it, and they let me into a few other shows, and then I took a little bit of a hiatus, and I worked in radio for a long while, and then when I got out of radio, I really missed being behind the mic. And one of the guys that you book all the time, Derek Bartlett, I work with his stepdad, and he introduced me to Derek, and they took me up there one time and got me on an open mic and got in my blood, got to doing it, met you, so I've been doing it 6 years now. Things that I'm proud of. Dude, I really enjoyed the time that you booked me to work the State Theater at in Bay City, where we're actually going to be tonight, dude. I'd never worked a theater show, never worked a place with an upper deck. I was in awe of it, man. It was a great night, had a good time. I see on your wall over there, Nick, he was there that night.
Oh, yeah, that was me, you, and Nick Guerrero. That was a great show.
Yep.
And by the way, Derek Bartlett is watching, so if you want to say anything to Derek, this is your time.
Can we cuss on here?
Yeah, sure.
Fuck you, Derek.
Oh,
dang. He'd be saying that right now, dude. Anytime, dude. He'll even put it on there, probably. The first thing he always says, dude. I always get a message from Tim. Fuck you, Dave. Fuck you, Wellfare.
I think you guys really love each other. Nate Kravitz said, "Hey, Mike, I like your head. I'm not sure if you can see it through my pants or what you're talking about, but thank you." But yeah, so you were on a very successful morning show. How did you end up getting into that?
Dude, actually, it's dark but a happy story. I had went through a horrible breakup, and I got into a lot of drinking and taking pills and stuff like that. And I was up all night talking to the overnight DJ, and then I'd call in every morning on the morning show. And then one night I went to a Michigan State basketball game just as Tides were turning with MSU and Michigan. Izzo was taking over. I went down there that night, and it was really horrible. I was actually ashamed to be a Michigan State fan. I would have been ashamed to have been a Michigan fan that night because both fan bases were going at it and just say, I mean, it's fine to have a rivalry and everything like that, but sometimes you cross the line. I think both fans crossed the line that night, and they were talking about it the next day in radio.
Well, what did they do to cross the line? What happened?
They were just saying stuff. I can't remember.
Words.
Yeah, not bad words. I mean, fuck that.
They're like, your mom's so fat. You're like, don't ever cross that line.
I mean, people are getting into our degree's better than your degree, and I'm sorry, but you're both Big Ten schools. Your degree is pretty good no matter what. So, I mean,
most of all, you're going to be in a bunch of debt from both schools.
Yeah, and exactly. And thank God I'm not in that kind of debt. But I called the radio station the next day, and we were talking about it, and they said, "Hey, you're pretty good on a mic. Do you want to come on in here and audition to be our stunt guy?" Because their stunt guy had broken his leg doing a stunt. I was like, sure. So I came on in.
They're going down like flies. You're like, I'll step in.
Exactly. Long story short, I went in that following week, and one thing led to another. I started off as an intern, then I became a part-timer, then I became a full-timer, then I became salary employee, and yeah, man, I actually learned a lot. It made me comfortable talking behind a mic. I learned how to balance my checkbook when I was there. I became a Nazi about that kind of stuff, dude. I'm on top of my checkbook.
Congratulations.
But dude, I had a lot of good times, man. Getting up on stage, introducing different bands, going backstage at different concerts and meeting different bands and just doing all sorts of things and talking to different people through our pipelines that we had through interview services and stuff. Dude, it was a good time. I enjoyed it.
Well, so when you first got started off and you had to do the stunts, were there any crazy stunts that you had to do? Like, was there something you were like, oh, I don't want to do that, but you did?
Well, before Jackass was on air, I went down a huge hill in Lansing and crashed into a barricade and went flying over it. And we weren't recording, so we ended up having to do it again. When I did it again, I ended up spraining my ankle pretty bad.
Holy crap.
For Kid Rock, what's that?
I said you're putting on the line for the team.
Oh, yeah, dude. I always did. And I didn't wear a helmet. I had nothing on. I wore a cardboard box on my head.
You were naked?
No, I had clothes on, but I didn't have any, like, protective gear or anything.
Yeah.
All we had was, like, a shopping cart that we had taken from
So you went down a hill in a shopping cart?
Shopping cart, yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Dude, I'll show you the hill next time you're in Lansing, man. It's behind my
I've
old
been in
high
a shopping
school.
cart. Those are not comfortable.
Yeah, they're not comfortable, but we had a good time doing that. Gave away Kid Rock tickets one time. I was a swimmer in high school, and once they caught wind of that at the station, anytime they could put me in a Speedo, they did. So,
that's a beautiful sight.
one time we put me in a Speedo, greased me up with this vat of oil that we had, put it all over a slip and slide, and we also had we love Spam. Anytime we could use Spam on the show, we did that. So we had 5 contestants lined up outside. They each had like a ball of Spam that we had given them from a can. And I went down the slip and slide, and first person to hit me got meet and greet and tickets to the Kid Rock concert.
That's a real different kind of meet and greet.
Oh, exactly. Exactly. No pun intended, right?
That's sweet, though. I mean, you've taken all the meat to get to the top.
Yeah.
I mean, when
Meat right there in the hat, man.
right to the forehead. That's fantastic.
Yep. Dude, what else did we do? And man, we just had a blast, dude. We fucked with my mom a lot. We messed with her a lot. She worked at a local special needs school, and I would go in there all the time and mess with her. She was the secretary to the principal up there.
No way.
So we'd go in, we'd mess with her all the time. We enjoyed doing that.
What was your best prank that you did on your mom? You just like went in there, kind of like.
It was a bunch of like Tom Green bullshit.
And she was like, "Get out of here, David!
And she's
Get out of
sweet
here!
about it. Yeah, she'd always be, Dave, you need to
Dave,
leave."
there's still meat on your forehead. Get out of here!
We'll wipe that off. No, man, it was cool. I messed with her a lot. We'd go out and wake her up in the morning. We'd mess with my dad. My dad usually didn't have anything. He wasn't fun to mess with because he wouldn't interact back, but my mom
he was
would.
just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But your mom's like, you smell like Spam. Get the hell out of here, Welfare.
Exactly. Dude, we raided their cupboards one morning and embarrassed her a lot about what we were doing in her cupboards because she had she won't throw anything away. She used to not throw anything away, and we found marshmallows in there from 1984, and we used to give her shit all the time. Oh yeah. Dude, when your marshmallows start to turn yellow, it's time to throw them out, kids.
That is our fun fact of the day. Real quick, we had a few people talking off. Derek Bartlett said, fuck off, Welfare.
Yep.
And my Uncle Rich said, hi, Mike. My Uncle Jeff said, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. My very funny nephew, Mike. Thank you, Uncle Jeff. And Tyler Davidson said, nice seeing you last night, Mike. It was a pleasure seeing you as well. We are sitting here live with David Wellfare. If you're just tuning in, we're going to be live at Bottoms Up at 8 o'clock. David Wellfare is celebrating a 6-year comedy anniversary. And if you guys don't know the history between Dave and I, Dave and I pretty much started out comedy. He's a year elder in comedy to me.
We met at Connections.
It was great. Actually, I met you and Brett Klein there. Brett Klein was just on the show yesterday.
Dude, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I like Brett. I like Brett a lot. Have you watched? Have you seen his videos online that he did? You see
the
that
selfie
video?
Stick?
Yeah, the selfie stick.
We just talked about it all yesterday.
Holy shit! That is some of the funniest stuff that I have ever seen in my life. A lot of my radio guys, Nick Chase, a guy who does afternoons on 94.9 back there in Lansing. We watch that a lot, and dude, it's some of the most absolute funny shit. If you haven't seen that, just go on there and look for it, dude.
Yeah,
hands down, that's good stuff.
That's hilarious. And Brett Klein destroyed last night. He was hilarious. Well, he was funny as shit. Funny as shit. Also, we're gonna be giving out our dry T-shirt contest. If you've been if you've been watching on Facebook, we've been having a contest, and we're gonna do a drawing to see who would win the 2 T-shirts that we have from Wednesday and Thursday. But we're actually gonna not do a drawing because
I messed it all up, man.
Well,
it was all my fault. So we're gonna figure something out. We're gonna get the shirts.
Actually, what we're gonna do is if you are watching this and you come to the show tonight and you want the T-shirt, if you want to be the winner of the dry T-shirt contest, we're not doing a drawing. We are actually going to do whoever gives us the code word banana pancakes first will get a T-shirt here. And then at Jen's, if same thing, same code word. You tell me or Welfare, you get a T-shirt, but the first one to do it. If you're not the first one to do it, you're shit out of luck. Banana pancakes is the secret word.
Don't come to me and say that because I'm not going to remember shit 5 minutes from now.
He will definitely give you some banana. He'll be like, oh, that
like,
sounds
banana
great.
pancakes?
He's like, go to IHOP?
Dude, you know what? Get rid of the bananas and I'm all about the pancakes, man.
You don't like bananas in your pancakes?
Bananas.
You do?
Dude,
What about them?
I loved them when I was little. I just think I had too many of them. I think I had too many of them when I was a kid. I just don't like them anymore. I went through a phase where I thought I had too many donuts. I hated donuts for a long time. Now I love donuts again. But
Yeah.
I still don't like bananas. Bananas, not for me.
Anybody out there love bananas? Derek Bartlett says, bottoms up rocks, don't miss. David Welfare, not much to look at, but very funny. Audrey Rupp looks like she rolled her eyes. I don't know why she did that. But we love you, Audrey, so I don't know what upset you. Maybe the banana pancakes thing. I'm not sure.
It's got to be the nicest thing that Derek's ever said to me.
Derek's getting sweet.
He is, in his old age.
In his old age, he's just getting
You
sweeter.
know Derek was on Silver Spoons?
What's that?
Oh, my God. I just showed... You don't know Silver Spoons?
I don't know Silver Spoon.
Dude, Silver Spoons was an old show back in the 80s. It had Rick Schroeder in it. Here we are, face to face, a couple of silver spoons. He was on that show, man. That dude had a train that went through his living room. He was super rich, had pinball machines.
That might be Mr. Rogers, but yeah.
It's kind of like Mr. Rogers, but the trolley was a little bit bigger.
Oh,
it was a little bit bigger. You could ride on it.
No shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
that's
could ride
cool.
on it. Went through his living room.
And Derek Bartlett was on the show?
He was on that show.
Derek, you need to come back and do my podcast and tell me about Silver Spoons if you're still watching this.
Alfonso Ribeiro was on there from Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Yeah. Carlton?
Jason Bateman was on the show too.
Oh, Eric Day.
Dude, he actually played an asshole kid named Derek. Go figure. There's a kid out there that's an asshole named Derek.
Eric D. Stewart said, funny man, Dave Welfare, kill it, bruh.
Dude, I like him, man. He's a good guy. He actually gave me my first paid gig ever.
Where at?
Southeast Michigan, man. It was, I was the only white dude there. And I was nervous as hell. And I'll tell you a bunch of stories about the show off air, but on air, I went out there, and it was probably one of the most fun shows I ever did in my life, dude. I tore it up. They loved me. I loved them. God, I can't remember who was on that show right now, but you've had him headline a couple times for you as well. I can't remember, man. But, dude, it was a great time.
James Brown?
Nope, it wasn't James Brown. Man. I'm losing it right now. I'm sorry. I can't remember anything.
It's okay. It's not.
But, dude, we had a blast, dude. The headliner couldn't be more gracious. I'll tell you that story off air. Yeah, dude. We had a good time down wherever we were.
There was some banana pancakes had after the show, huh?
There were pancakes. There were pancakes. No bananas. I can't stress enough. No bananas.
Powdered sugar pancakes.
No.
I'm joking.
No. Do not read between the lines there on that one at all.
Unless you read the lines that David dislikes powdered sugar.
No lines or powder or anything for me, man. Jesus Christ, man. I said, let's not talk about weed at all, but now we're going coke. No.
Well,
we don't do any of this shit.
In show business, I mean, that's just a reality of it, that people will invite you for pancakes. You just got to tell them that you got to go home.
I want some pancakes, dude. We should make some pancakes.
We can go to IHOP after the show.
What are you? Are you a maple syrup man or like an
We have a
Aunt Jemima
gallon
or
of
log
maple
cabin?
syrup.
You like the maple syrup
Dude,
then. You'll splurge for the maple syrup.
My girlfriend's got the hookup. She steals it from her mom.
Dude, that's nice. You got a maple tree in your backyard?
No, she
Everyone
doesn't.
thinks I'm looking at the camera, but your girlfriend's right there, so I'm just asking her a question now.
Katie Compton, I miss you guys. I need to come see a show soon. Hey, Katie, there is a show tonight if you want to come.
Come tonight, man.
Bring David with you.
Bottoms up.
Bottoms
Not
up.
bottom. Don't get it confused with bottoms up with an S. This is a Z, man. You know why? Because it's cooler.
It is a very nice place. You'll love
I
it.
can't wait. It's my first time going here, so
It's a great room. It's perfect. Andrew Phelps, the owner, does a fantastic job of setting the room right. We got a brand new audio, 3 new speakers, brand new stage, brand new lights. The place is fantastic. I give it up to Andrew Phelps for having us and believing in the show.
Dude, I like his godson Michael. He tears it up in the pool.
Oh, Michael Phelps? Yeah. Thought Robert Jenkins is the one that headlined that, he says. Eric D. Stewart said that? Was it Robert Jenkins?
Nope. No, Robert was there, though. Robert was there, and I can't remember, man. I can't remember the name at all. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
See, I'm an idiot. I can't remember everybody that I performed with, but I know that we had a blast down there, and it was awesome.
What's your favorite time in comedy? What was your best experience?
Get back in shot here. I don't know what the best experience. See, I'm just happy to be able to get up there and be able to do it all the time, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's such a great outlet for me to be able... I don't have any expectations of being like the next Bill Burr or Louis C.K. or anything like that.
Yeah, because you're the David Wellfare.
I am Dave Wellfare,
That's who
but
you
I am
are.
a single father, and I'm happy doing what I'm doing. But, you know, dude, just going out there to these small towns and meeting the people that we get to meet and getting to see how much enjoyment that everybody gets after a show, dude, there's like a lot of great moments, man. I mean... Going up, crossing the Mackinac Bridge and going up to Marquette last April and doing the Ordock Brewery, man.
Oh.
I couldn't tell you how cool Marquette was, going up there and learning the history of that town. And then coming back, I was riding with my boy Alex Price, and I was trying to get back for my anniversary, and the bridge shut down because of falling ice off the bridge, and I almost didn't get back to celebrate with my wife, but I did.
Oh, my goodness.
Dude, I mean, there's tons of, like, these little stories along the way that just, like, put it all together in a nutshell. I mean, some nights you have a great set, other nights you don't have a great set, but you get back up on the horse, you do it again, and you have a good time doing it. So, I mean, I'm just happy to be able to go out there and do it, man. I love doing the radio show every single morning, but, you know, on the radio show, you had to share the spotlight with the host, the news girl, other people there and everything. Mm-hmm. But in comedy, man, this is you, dude.
Yeah, it's
this
one
is
person.
Sink or swim,
one person,
you know what?
one mic.
You don't have anybody there.
One container full of props.
Right.
I'm
not doing props.
Eric D. Stewart said Dave Jones. Maybe that is Dave Jones.
Dave Jones.
Oh, Dave Jones. Yeah, I love Dave Jones. Chris Rat says, our golf joke is golden, David.
Chris Rates.
Yep,
another high school buddy, golf buddy.
And the joke's golden. Are you saving that one for tonight or what? And Joel Curry's watching. What's up, Joel? How you doing? I don't know if I want to... Actually, I really want to thank David because starting off comedy, when I first started producing shows, I remember it was like one of the first shows I ever produced. It was in Mount Pleasant at the Cap'n, and you drove through an absolute snowstorm. It was the worst ever. And everybody canceled on me besides you, and then we just like called all the local comics from Mount Pleasant. We put together a show in the midst of a snowpocalypse.
Yep.
And you came. Everybody else canceled on me, and you came and pretty much. I think that's when I put you in the. I put you in like, this guy's got my back for real. He's not gonna just leave me in the snow.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that show?
I do remember that show because I almost canceled too. But again, I mentioned him earlier, man. A radio buddy, Nick Chase. He said, "I'll ride with you," and I made it up there. I drove all the way up there. We made it up there. We did do the show, and it just kept coming down and kept coming down. And then I attempted to get back, but I have horrible anxiety. I have horrible anxiety about driving in weather, and he ended up taking over, and he got me home the rest of the way, which was cool. But, yeah, I remember that show, man. It was a good time. I think I did well that night. I was still new, but I still...
You did awesome.
I did well that night.
You cleaned it up.
I appreciate it. We had a good time, but I had high anxiety, man. We were talking before the show here about anxiety.
Yes.
And that when you just see the snow coming down so fast outside, you're like, oh, can we speed this up? Let's do this, man. But, dude, we did it, man.
Well, that's how I know I'm getting older, is because, like, just this weekend, like, on Christmas, how it snowed so much, and, like, finally the traffic slowed down to 30 miles an hour. I'm like, Jesus, about time. This is more my speed.
Yeah.
People were like cruising like 60 in the middle of a blizzard, and I was like, oh my gosh, we got to slow down.
And that's what they were doing on the way home that night from Mount Pleasant. They're just driving like fast, and I'm here white knuckling it, just scared to my wits' end. And Nick's giving me grief. Come on, bro, you can go faster than this. It's just a dusting. We can see the poles. And I was like, maybe you can see the poles on the, like, you know, those reflectors and everything. But I get so scared. But
I was freaking out. I was driving, and you know, I was driving the 2005 Pontiac Aztek.
Right.
And you know what about Pontiac Azteks? The dang windshield wiper fluid. Whoever sold it to me sold me some shit fluid in it, and it's frozen like an icy pop in there.
Yep.
It looks like a dang snow cone. I looked in there. I tried to put more in there, so it's not popping out. I got snow shit all over my window.
Yeah.
I'm looking like I'm a 90-year-old geezer this close to the freaking window trying to look out of it, and I'm like having anxiety like no other, and plus, I can't tell you the rest of that story, but it was scary.
Dude, it was a horrible
What
night.
you will do for your family or your friends.
Dude, it was a horrible night. And go back to, like I said, when we went up in April for Marquette, when we were crossing the bridge the day before.
Yeah.
Dude, it was horrible. You couldn't see the bridge, the actual towers on the bridge, until you were starting to go up the hill on the actual bridge. And it was blowing, it was snowing, it was horrible. People were driving slow on there. Next day, not a cloud in the sky.
You see the whole
and they got
thing?
the bridge closed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it is, you know.
It was falling ice.
I went over the bridge this summer, and it was like the foggiest day I've ever seen. You couldn't see throughout the whole bridge, and it would look like we were going to like a different like world. We're like, what is this?
Anxiety, man. Going into Silent Hill and everything.
You're
Going
like,
through
where
the
am I
fog.
going? And then you get to the other side, and everything's all different. You're like, what's going on here?
Well, you cross the bridge, and everything gets different no matter what.
Oh, Kevin Zioli is watching. What's up, Kevin? How you doing? And then Dick Norman said, "See you soon, Dave. You got a date with Dick?"
I don't have a date with Dick, but we just, dude, I need to get booked on a show with him. Somewhere, sometime, I'd like to work with him, because we just worked on a movie recently in Flint. I had a very small role, but I got to hang out there for the day and see how this all goes down. I played a hospital receptionist.
Oh, sweet.
I had 5 lines.
Nice.
And it was pretty cool. So I have an IMDb credit. You can go onto IMDb and see that now. That was pretty neat.
That's
so
hardcore.
yeah, dude. But I got to meet Dick down there. I got to hang out with him, dude. He couldn't be a nicer guy either, man. He was so nice with me. Talked with me a lot. Dude, he was talking with all the people on set. There were some kids on set. There was one kid on set that wanted to be a comedian. And, dude, he took him right under his wing, started telling him what you need to do and everything. I mean, I gave him my 2 cents worth. But Dick, I mean, shit, dude, he's been around forever, dude. I'd like to work with him soon. Book him and put me on there, man.
Dick, put him on a show. Dick Norman, if we're talking about the same Dick Norman lives up in Onaway, Michigan.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I got him confused. Dick Norman, I got him... Dude, I'm a dumbass. I got him confused with Norm Schultz.
Oh, Norm Stoltz?
Stoltz, shit.
Yeah, same person, dude.
I told you.
Norm Stoltz is amazing. But,
Yeah.
but I seen you did that with
Dick
Norm
Norman.
Stoltz.
No, I know Dick Norman. I'm
Dick
sorry.
Norman's up-
Yes, duh.
So do you have a show with him?
Yeah. I'm going up there 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
That's
Next week I'm in Crystal, Michigan. The weekend after that I'm in Iowa. Then the weekend after that I'm going up to there. So, Dick, I apologize. I know who
Dick,
you are.
dude, Dick's,
Norm.
Dick's all right. He goes, ha, ha, ha. He's all good about it.
See?
Dick's actually one of the first people to give me a headlining spot. I remember I was just coming back from Los Angeles. I literally drove all the way home from Los Angeles, got home for 1 second, went all the way up to Onaway, which is like 3 hours north, middle of nowhere. There's 300 people in the town. I go there. I'm like, Dick, I need to wash my clothes. So he takes me to the laundromat, right? And I go to the laundromat and I put my clothes in, and he's like, "All right, well, let's go to the local place, get some pizza or whatever." And we go down, we get some lunch, we come back. One of the freaking locals stole all my fucking clothes. So, but not only did Dick Norman he didn't just say, "Oh, I'm sorry about your clothes." This guy got on the line. There's only 300 people that live in Onaway. He's like, "I know the bitch who stole these clothes. She's a crackhead."
Yeah.
And like was like all of a sudden he started calling everybody up. Dick's sister's on the line, like, "We're gonna find these clothes." The whole town's in a frenzy, like, "Oh my god, this guy from Los Angeles came here all the way to do this show, and they stole his clothes in the first second." And so while I'm in there, the whole town's like, just like, we're looking, man. Cops are going up and down the road looking for the missing clothes. And let me tell you, the police force up in Onaway, they don't fudge around, dude. I got my clothes back.
I thought we could swear.
Oh, we can swear. We can say. I don't know. I think
Onaway police ain't nothing to fuck with.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say, dude.
Onaway police ain't nothing to fuck with.
Everything I said about Norm, by the way, too, same thing for Dick, too. You know, Dick's a great guy. He is an awesome guy, and that story right there just goes to show it. So.
Oh yeah, I had so much fun up in Onaway. That's literally the craziest place I've ever done shows. One time I did a show up in Onaway, and he did it in a bar, and literally it was mayhem. People were going crazy. I go up there, and you know I don't take a lot of shit, so
right.
I start roasting one guy who looks like he's a damn snow remover or whatever. He's about 6'5", 250 pounds. Everybody's holding him back. I'm just making him the butt of every single joke. Everybody's cracking up. He's wasted because he won't shut up. That's why I'm making fun of him, because he's just being so loud and annoying. And then finally they get him all out. I had a great set, and then one lady goes, "Hey, can I buy your underwear?" Yeah. And I sold my pair of underwear for $30, Dave.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, that's a hell of a deal, man.
Well, that was a lot, but that was before I had t-shirts to sell.
Well, shit, man. You should start selling underwear more often.
Well, if anybody out there wants a used pair of my underwear, I'm selling them for $30. I'll sign them for you. And
shit, man. I'd sell you for whatever it costs for a new package of 3.
New package of 3.
Shit, the 15. Well, I'm going to undercut you on underwear.
You got to wear them first to make the value. That's what.
Oh, yeah, I'll wear them. I'll sell these right here for $15 so I can get another pack of 3, dude.
They want the underwear with the sack of nuts already been in there.
Dude, my nuts are in here right now.
Oh, well, if anybody wants to come to the show tonight, bottoms up, 8 o'clock, you can get a pair of David's underwear. And
I'm not selling these ones. I like these ones. These are my good look underwear.
What about $35?
These are the underwear that are going to make the Spartans win tonight. I have a particular...
Lucky underwear?
I wear a certain pair of underwear on game day, and these are not going to be
Are you a boxer
sold.
or a brief man?
I am a boxer brief man. Dude,
in
my older age, I need the support, you know?
Yeah.
I need the support everywhere. So.
Fruit hanging low.
I just turned 40, man.
Dave's 40 years old.
40 years old, dude. You
His
can tell
banana
that
pancakes are going to the floor.
Exactly. No bananas.
What? No. Just pancakes.
Well, I got bananas. Trust me. My bananas are there too, man. Along with my plums.
It's just cold outside, I swear.
Totally, man. Totally.
It's like -5 degrees.
It is. Dude, it is cold here. What are we? Are we in Saginaw or are we in Shields?
Well, where I particularly live at is in Shields.
My Garmin didn't pick this shit up.
Well, because Garmin suck. What are you using, an ancient freaking civilization
tool?
tool?
New one.
Who gets it? Why don't you just
one.
use your phone?
Yeah, because that eats up data, man. Not everybody's a baller like you, Mike.
Oh, Sprint.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, well, I'm Verizon, man. It eats my data, so I got a Garmin. That shit's free. One-time payment of whatever that box costs.
With Verizon, man, they had the unlimited data, and they're like, "Well, you can't update your phone if you don't
Don't even get me started on the evil empires out there, man.
Yeah.
It's Disney, McDonald's, Coca-Cola, and Verizon. All right.
Verizon's got to be the worst.
Holy shit, man! Let me ask you something.
We're stealing your soul.
When Disney has a new movie come out, who has the toy at their restaurant? McDonald's.
Oh, yeah.
What does McDonald's serve? Coca-Cola. What does Disney serve? Coca-Cola. I don't know how we're going to tie Verizon into all this, but Disney, Coke, and McDonald's are all evil, dude. Stay away from them.
Well,
I hope you're never trying to get sponsorships.
Well, McDonald's was my sponsor, but
were they?
No.
Oh, dude, I was loving it.
Wouldn't that be awesome if they were? Like, yeah, we're like, you come in, I got cheeseburgers for you. I'm like, dude, all these cheeseburgers.
Fuck McDonald's.
Dang, that's a hard stance. What made you so mad?
Horrible service, shitty food. Dude, the only reason why I go to McDonald's is for my kid, and it's very rare. I'm trying to teach her young that you don't need that shit.
Yeah.
Dude, go home, make your own burger.
Yeah, they're better at home.
They're better at home. I didn't believe that when I was younger, but there's a lot of things I didn't believe when I was younger that I find true in my adult years.
They talk you in with a toy, man. It doesn't matter what the
Dude, the toys were way cooler when I was a kid. What? Dude, like way cooler.
Dude, I remember
we got a flying saucer one time, man. It was It was a complete flying saucer. You could pull it apart, man, and inside was your fries, your burger, and you got another toy and everything, and a package of stickers to when you were done eating to put your saucer back together, and you could put stickers on the outside of it then, dude.
That's hardcore.
That is way better than anything that you see these days in any of the fast food restaurants. Fuck them all.
Speaking of flying saucers.
Yeah.
You hear anything about Tom DeLonge? You know who that is?
Tom DeLonge. The name is familiar
He's
right now.
He's the singer for Blink-182.
Who?
The singer for Blink-182.
Oh, I know Blink-182. Yeah,
you know Tom DeLonge?
Yeah,
now?
I don't remember everybody's names.
Well,
but yeah,
but you know who he is, right?
Sure, right.
So Tom DeLonge has just went on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Okay.
You know, you're familiar with Joe Rogan,
I
right?
know. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure.
Yep.
And he thinks that he's claiming that he's been meeting with high government officials, and that there's going to be a slow disclosure of aliens, that we're going to find out within the next few years that aliens do exist, and that your Happy Meal was just a foreshadow.
Dude, that's awesome, man. Everything's a foreshadow.
When it's sunny outside, there's always foreshadows.
Of my foreskin.
Oh, dang, that's hardcore.
Because I'm out there. My banana.
What would you do if you seen an alien? What would you say?
I don't know, man. It depends on the situation. If he's got a gun on me and everything, I'd probably do some pleading. If he was just coming up to me and being cool, I'd probably be cool.
What if he was hitting on you? He's like, "Hey, dude, I like your banana pancakes."
Well, is it a female alien or is it a male alien?
What if it's a genderless alien?
I don't know about that, man. I mean, I'm married. That's what I'm going to say. I'm married. But if that alien's cool with me, I'm going to be cool with him. And if that alien isn't cool, I'm going to be skeptical. I'm going to be skeptical. That's what I'm going to be.
You're like, Derek Bartley, get out of that suit.
Exactly, man. Fuck you, Derek. Oh, shit.
That's hilarious.
What would you do if you saw an alien?
What would I do?
Yeah, what would you do?
Oh my goodness, I'd be like, all right, come in here. I'd invite him in. I'd say, hang on one second. I'll put on a pot of coffee. You know, I mean, I'd put him in. I'd set him on the couch. I'd say, hey, you know, relax. You know, come in here. This is my girlfriend Serena, and I'll be like, nice of you to meet her. And then I'll be like, this is my 2005 Pontiac Aztek. I'd show him my transportation. I'd be like, this is what I got. I got 3.1 liters of power. And then I would show him the sweet cooler in the middle, and then I'd be like, can I see your transportation now? And I would try to check out what they have for their vehicle.
Is the alien speaking English?
Well, I imagine
you're assuming right now. That
I'm imagining that they have telepathy. Was it
telepathy?
Telepathy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I imagine that they're just gonna put the thoughts in my head, and then we're just gonna do like that. We're gonna say
you're gonna do some force talking.
Yeah.
Did you see the new Star Wars movie?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know how they just force talk with one another.
Oh yeah. They're like
that's how you'll talk with the aliens.
I imagine that's how the future will be, because we're gonna be integrated in our head with freaking cell phones right into our brains.
Did you like the movie?
Did I like the Star Wars movie?
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed the movie too.
I'm not a super big geek about it. I like the original three the best, because it just reminds me of my childhood. My dad brought home the 3-set box set VCRs.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
We put them in, like the beginning would roll, and you'd have your warm buttery popcorn. You'd be like,
Freaking hilarious. I saw them in the theaters.
Yeah. See, not me.
You brought him home in the VHS. I was like, oh shit, I saw Jedi in theaters.
Yeah, well, I mean, you are 40 and I'm 44, so
Dude, I enjoyed the movies. I mean, I got nervous about telling my opinion on Facebook and everything, because it doesn't seem like you can give an opinion there anymore, man. If you hate it, oh my God, you're a bastard for hating it. If you liked it, oh, you're a bastard for liking it. If it wasn't better than dude, I'll tell you what I felt about it.
You think people just have a lot of pent-up energy right now?
I don't know, dude. It's just, you should be able to voice your opinion, and people respect your opinion. I mean, have some common
Do you think that people have too much power to voice their opinion now? That everybody has an opinion, and that's the problem?
Everybody does have an opinion, but not everybody needs to have a voice.
I mean, like, you can have a voice, but it's so easy now. Everybody can comment, no matter how. I mean, that's like the trolling of internet. Like, anybody can say anything, and then you don't know, because you can't tell if they're being sarcastic or not, if they're just an idiot or they are being a troll.
I will say this, dude, and if people don't agree with it, I don't give a shit, because it's my opinion, but, dude, I like The Force Awakens, and I think I liked it better than The Last Jedi, whatever the newest one came out, but it doesn't mean I didn't enjoy The Last Jedi, because I did. I enjoyed it thoroughly, all the way, but there were things that I didn't like.
What didn't you like about it?
Dude, I didn't like when they Kylo Ren and Rey were force talking, and for some reason Kylo Ren just had his shirt off.
Oh,
that was weird.
You didn't like
it? It seemed unnecessary.
You're like, you guys are brother and sister.
And
put
that
your
conversation
shirt on.
that they had there too. Why is the Force doing this? The Force has done that with everybody. Everybody has always Force talk. What the fuck are you talking about?
Is that really a thing? I mean, I don't remember the Force talk in the beginning. Was
yeah,
there always?
Dude.
But they didn't like
Ben, and then he'd show up, and
I guess back in the earlier movies, they just kind of glowed a little bit.
Yeah, they glowed. I mean, that's still.
So they just got better technology to show their story.
Either way, they were Force communicating.
Yeah.
It's not so bad.
It is bad.
I don't know. I don't want to give out any spoilers. There was a few other things I didn't like. I was telling my buddy that, like, fuck it. It's been out 2 weeks, 3 weeks now, right? If you haven't seen it by now,
well, we're losing all of our tuner. No, I'm joking.
I liked the movie. I just thought The Force Awakens was better, and I think it was probably because it had been a while, and there was a lot of hype coming into The Force Awakens, and I think the hype played into that for me, and I fell right into it. I loved it, dude. The whole Han thing and all that, man, dude. I just liked the story, dude.
Yeah.
And this one, I mean, I liked it as well. There were things I didn't like about it that brought it down just a little bit for me.
And that dude's nipples is what.
Yeah, we don't need to see Kylo Ren's nips, man.
Keep those nipples,
dude,
in a shirt.
Yeah. There's no reason.
Are you excited for Matt Harper? Said we're nerds. Chad Parkinson said Admiral Akbar, it's a trap. And Jordan Lee, no, my buddy OJ says Mike sounds like an easy abduction, and that's for sure. I'd be like, take me. What do you think about the Jumanji movie? Are you excited about that one?
I don't know. I'm undecided. I'm going to take my kid to go see it. She's going to want to go see it. I saw the Jumanji movie with Robin Williams.
The original Jumanji was
going. Dude, yeah, I love that movie. I mean, it was a great kid movie. I mean, my kid and I enjoy it now. But like anything, when they remake it, they got to modernize it a little bit and play it up for today's kids. Because today's kids, to tell you the truth, they're not playing a board game. All right, they're going to be playing video games, and that's fine. I just wish Hollywood could get a little bit creative and quit remaking all these things that really honestly don't need to be remade. Classics don't need to be remade.
We need another Gone with the Wind.
Creative people out there. Yeah, like you don't see
the
Gone
new
with
Casablanca.
the Wind. Yeah. I mean, come on. There's enough stories out there. There's enough books out there. There's enough creative people out there that we don't need to keep recycling these old ideas or remaking these movies.
This is your time to pitch a new movie. If you had $1 million, what kind of movie would you make?
What kind of movie would I make?
Yeah, no porns.
Yeah. If I had $1 million, what kind of movie would I make? Well, shit, dude, you're not going to make much with $1 million.
Tell Quentin Tarantino that when he started out.
I will tell him that. If I had $1 million, what kind of movie? I don't know what kind of movie I would make. I actually went to film school for a while.
No
man.
way.
Yeah, I did. I went to film school. I learned how to splice the film together. Worked on a machine called the Avid. Would take the cameras out and put them up and put the lights up and do all that, man. We made a series of movies and everything back in the day, my buddy Andy and I, and we would submit them into our film class, and they were horrible little pieces of work, but dude, it was a lot of fun. So.
Well, why don't we just make a film up? You want to make a film up? We'll do a $100 budget. See what we can make.
$100 budget. We'll see what we can make. Are we going to film it on our phones?
We can. We got a bunch of iPhones.
We have our phones. Put a filter on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
Yep.
You know, this is kind of off topic. You know Sylvester Stallone?
I do know Sylvester Stallone.
You know he did porn before he did movies?
I do. The Italian Stallion.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had that at the radio station.
You know he did that? You know he was like so broke he was doing porn, and then he sold his dog for money to just make it like a few more days.
Yep.
And then he wrote Rocky and bought his dog back.
Yep.
Isn't that an amazing story?
I have heard that story. That's a great story, man. It's yeah.
That's like following your dreams. You know, you got to act in the porn, then you got to.
Oh yeah, dude. I wouldn't be in a porn, but dude, it's great for him. It's great for him. I'm married. I can't be in porn anymore.
No,
can't be in porn
unless it's never mind. I think we actually gotta go because we gotta get ready to go to the show,
dude. yeah, let's go to the show. I appreciate you having me on here. I enjoyed doing this today, but if you're watching right now, you're in the Tri-City areas, you got to come out to this show tonight. Bottoms Up, right? 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock.
Dude, we're going to be kicking ass, taking names. Who's this dude that's opening the show then?
Tim Rayburn's hosting.
Dude, yeah, you told me that he sounds... I read your thing, and I was like...
sounds just like Tom Hanks.
Dude, I can't wait to
And
meet
he's not
this
like
guy.
he's doing he's not doing an impression. If you just close your eyes and listen, it sounds like Tom Hanks.
Dude, I
he's
can't
got
wait.
A beautiful...
And he's from Canada?
He's from Canada.
Holy moly. Hopefully he's not stuck at the border. But if he is, I hope he's watching this.
Yeah, he's just watching in his car driving.
Yeah.
But, hey, that was our episode 9 with David Wellfare. Thank you for watching. We will see you soon.